Scheduling a date / telling her out. So one thing that I like to make the distinction when it comes to asking women out versus telling a woman out. When you ask for a date, you're putting yourself in that traditional kind of the way society creates these dating norms, like, please, will you go out with me? Can I take you to dinner? Can I buy you some roses? And it puts you behind the 8 ball. Versus if you tell her out in a really confident way, you're now standing out from the pack, right? This is wrong. Hey, what are you doing Wednesday? Or do you want to do X on Tuesday? The worst thing you could do for yourself is to propose a date on a certain day. Because odds are, she's going to have plans already. Beautiful women have lots of opportunities to do lots of cool stuff. And I guarantee if you ask her on a Wednesday what she's doing Friday or Saturday, she's going to have other plans. And unless she really, really likes you, she's not going to break them. And then the worst thing is if you say, hey, I've got tickets to this cool thing. Are you free Wednesday? And she says no. Well, then you have to say what? Oh, well, what about Thursday? What about Monday? And then you go back and forth in this pathetic chasing attempt to lock her down on a day. So don't do that. Don't ever ask for dates on specific days, especially first dates. If you've already slept with her and you guys have some sort of relationship, then this rule no longer applies. You can ask for a certain date, but first, second, third dates, don't do it. Hi, Jenny, may I please take you out to dinner on Saturday night? Ugh, gross, barf. These are the texts she's getting from that guy that I showed you the slides of in the beginning. The hey, how's it going? Hey, I like your shoes. Hey, how you doing? Why aren't you responding to my texts? Don't be that guy. So here's how I like to ask women out. Listen, take notes on these. These are great lines. What does your week look like? I'm taking you on an A+ date, and by A+ I mean C-. Figure out a day you're free. I'm taking you out. I can guarantee a 33% chance of a good time and C- conversation. So why do you guys think that works? Low expectations, sort of, not really. Essentially what most guys do is they try to oversell a girl on a date. They make it not about the connection, not about the time between him and her. They make it about this thing that they're doing. Hey, I want to take you to the Super Bowl. Have you heard of it before? It's awesome. She doesn't care about going to the Super Bowl with you. I mean, if you ask a girl to the Super Bowl, she'll probably say yes, but that's not going to help you get what you want. If you ask her out for coffee or drinks, and you keep it casual, and you make it known that you're having fun, you're amusing yourself, it's not that big of a deal if she goes out with you or not, she's going to be way more likely to see you. She's going to feel less pressured, she's going to feel comfortable with you, and she's going to laugh because you're doing the opposite of what every other idiot does. You're saying, hey, I'm going to take you out and I'll do my best, my C- conversation skills. Anyone who says that has to have A+ conversation skills because that's the humor. You're calling out the fact that every other guy is desperate and you're not. Okay? A couple more examples. Dear Julie, I'd like to take you out on a formal date, and by formal I mean beers, tacos, and darts. How's your schedule? How's your schedule? We're hanging out. I want to take you out to a nice dinner. Chipotle or something. Times are tough. When she gets these texts, when she sees the recall humor or the standard protocol line or the flip the script, followed by one of these texts, the first thing she sees is like, oh, I remember this guy. He was fun. He was cool. He was crazy. He hit on me at Starbucks. And now he's asking me out and he's taking me to Chipotle. This is awesome. You're not actually going to take her to Chipotle, but it doesn't matter. She knows you're kidding. And then there's memes. On a scale of 1 to America, how free are you next week? There's so much I want to say. We could spend an entire hour talking about the genius of this, all right? And you guys are going to see a lot of memes and why they're so great. It's hilarious, it's witty, and she's never been asked out before with a picture, I promise you that, unless she's talked to me or some of my clients. So she's going to remember you as this crazy guy who hit on her at Starbucks, then she's going to show her friend. She'll probably screenshot this, send it to her friend Julie. Can you believe this guy just asked me out via meme? this is amazing. She's going to be really excited to go out with you. And anytime you have this great back and forth via text with a girl, you're way more likely to have an awesome date. She's showing up to that date with a lot of enthusiasm. She's having fun. She doesn't feel the standard sort of pressure that she would feel if a guy said, hey, Jenny, it's really nice meeting you, and when are you free this week because I want to take you out to dinner? You're going to fall into that boring, stereotypical, awkward date. It's not what you want.
Out, find it on the YouTube channel, but you can find him at innerconfidence.com, and his name is Robbie Kramer. Let's come on up. Yes.
If you use too many emojis, you'll look really gay. Try to keep it to one emoji per like every 2 or 3 texts at the most. Absurd, tell me to jump off a bridge. But now her only options are A, B, C. How this went, and I don't want you guys to have to remember anything. So if you text this number, actual stuff, it's just too high risk. There's really no point in doing it, and